Move on to something else completely different, something completely out of the world. A former government UFO expert is warning that Britain is wide open to alien visitors and that the consequences of not monitoring extraterrestrials could be huge. Nick Pope, who resigned from the Ministry of Defence UFO project, says the department looking into UFOs has all but closed down.
Maitreya recently gave his first interview in America. The master of all the masters, for the first time in human history, himself physically came on a well-known television program.
Sounding like a conspiracy theorist, but it's no longer a theory. What I'm about to say is fact. The secret organizations of the world power elite are no longer secret. They have planned and are now leading us into a one-world communist government.
What would you do if a vicious enemy suddenly started coming at you, armed to the teeth and ready to kill you?
I'll probably fight, probably run, probably not. Tears of women crying while their husbands getting shot. Not just the police, everybody on with Glocks. The time bomb awaits, listen out for TikToks. Times of great pollutants while the days are getting human. Humans power, we abuse it, something fucking stupid. Kick it to the masses, them knowledgeable bastards. Chillin' eat those words, man, whoever it be asking. Feeling undetected and neglected and rejected. As a people we are weak and the children are affected. Hearing the message, hear that real hip-hop. Brothers and sisters come together and we'll come on top. If we don't heed the warning, waste our precious seconds, martial law will come tonight. And it don't mean from taking our freedom is a plot, and it's filled with destruction. When our main goal is to keep a man's spiritual construction. Open mind, open heart, open ears to the truth. They enslave the minds of the old and more to the youth. Principality not central, putting shit in your temple. Paying with freedom for the chip, like your life was a rental. Fighting essential, material philosophy is temple. Prophecy fulfilled when my fingers dance the pencil. You have the choice, now make the decision. Will you stand in liberty or bow awake in the prison? Corrupted vision, the system's forsaken religion. Then you take away our morals, that's the way that we live in. Got our women looking skinny, trying to look like Keira Knightley. Most of men be fooled, peacekeepers not even slightly. Pictures of reality that won't be screened. So we spit the words of wisdom like a microphone fiend. You would think we'll be prepared, cause it's been foretold. You can let your spirit fly, but it's just been sold.
Yeah, ask yourself, what would you do? The question's crucial, the revolution's now, but resistance is futile. Leaders will deceive and try to confuse you until you've got no clue what's what or who's who. It's kill or be killed, destroy to rebuild. Respect the architect, cause I'm skilled in the field. The pen is my sword, my thoughts are my shield. A warlord on horseback upon the battlefield. Mastered my method, every technique's perfected. I can kill the record in less than a millisecond. Sharp wit is how I murder the session. The page is the target and my word is my weapon. I hear 1,000 feet, march to the beat, onto the teeth. Branded with the mark of the beast, rest in peace. To all of those who passed away, the price of life is high and every human has to pay. When asked what would you do, some might say I'd hide, run away and live to fight another day. It's fight or flight, time to sink or swim. If that's your only option, then you better think again. If your mind is focused and your heart is pure, then you might survive when they start martial law. Master the art of war like Sun Tzu. Hit you with ninjutsu techniques combined with kung fu. Mic check, 1, 2, now what you wanna do? You best to watch yourself cause they watching you. Keep your eyes wide open and watch for clues. If you wanna earn respect then you gotta pay dues. We remember everything our elders taught us. Make moves but at all times remain cautious. Refuse to lose, never forfeit or quit. Play pool with the planets, knock the moon out of orbit.
What would you do if a vicious enemy suddenly started coming at you, armed to the teeth and ready to kill you?
Put this conspiracy together over hundreds of years, centuries it's taken them to get this kind of control. They designed these kinds of warfares that we experienced in the last century as a means to this control. And they are willing to do anything to meet their goals. The rabbinical group that's running the world, And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, they are a very dangerous group of people. They are evil beyond anything you can wrap your brain around. I've told you this before, they have murdered millions, hundreds of millions. Criminal Judaism is trying to control the planet, and they are darn near able to do it at this point. Don't let them succeed, please. This is really the fight for the future of humanity, and that's how important it is. How did they build the Rothschilds into such a powerful force financially and politically, and were they able to buy the Bank of England and buy the European Central Bank and the Federal Reserve, and how they've positioned themselves to control world money supplies to the detriment of every single breathing, living creature on the planet except themselves. The Lubavitch are behind it. They are a group of 7 rabbis, and they have a Messiah picked out, and they're waiting to announce it. This stuff is real. The money they've spent is in the trillions. Much of it has come from the public purse of the United States and Europe. They are working day and night to bring on this mess that's coming, and it is the introduction of a new Messiah. Their Messiah is going to be a figurehead that is housed in Jerusalem, and they are going to try to set up their one world government through this. In fact, their documents stating these facts have gone back generations. I am not anti-Semitic or anti-Jewish. I am anti-criminal Jew, and that's where we found ourselves, ladies and gentlemen. And how much do we need to stand for before we stand up and say that is